Happy pizza! Hope you love it! Of our first annual Pizza Palooza. Do you guys like it so far?
Yeah!
Obviously, next year, our first order of business will be finding a bigger location. So we did not expect this. I just want you guys to remember to take your tickets and vote for your favorite pizza place, okay? This is important. This is a competition right now. The best pizza place in the area on the east side. We need to know who it is. So make sure you cast your vote.
1 in 3 women will hear the words "you have cancer" in their lifetime, and we are here as a community of the east side to put an end to that and to fight back. And so one of the reasons, yeah, you can clap for that.
My name is George Mastan. We've been relaying since, I think, 2012, I think. So this is, I think, our 7th year. We were 3 years in Sterling Heights. We were 3 years as a Warren relay, and now we've joined East Side. So, and this was amazing tonight. I'm really impressed with the turnout and everything here. The reason that we relay, our family and everything, is we had in the course of a couple of years about 3 cases of cancer. My late sister-in-law is really who we relay for, Darlene McKay. She had a 2-year battle starting in 2010 with stage 4 breast cancer. Or no, starting in 2008. We lost her in 2010. Just prior to that, my brother-in-law was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and the following year I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. So my wife had 3 cancers surrounding her, and I think that's what's happened in life. Is it used to be you would say, well, who in the room knows someone, has family or friend or whatever with cancer, and you'd get a few hands. Now, if you ask that same question, it's everybody. We all have somebody, whether it's a friend or a family or a co-worker or whatever, that has experienced cancer. So that's why we relay. We relay for them, and we also relay because when I think about my children and my grandchildren and all that, I would love it if there was a world in which they didn't have to deal with cancer.
If you guys would welcome Kelly. She is here from the Shelby Township Relay. She's an ACS CAN Act lead. If you aren't familiar with ACS CAN, we just wanted to chat a little bit more with you about that tonight. It's something that a lot of people don't know that the American Cancer Society does, but it's probably one of my favorite things that we do to fight back. So please welcome Kelly.
Thank you, Jenna. I have to say, coming from Shelby, I'm so impressed with this event, and kudos to everyone for being here. I'll try and move it further away. At any rate, yes, I've been a relayer for about 12 years now, but more recently I became involved with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network. Sounds like a lot of words, and it's ACS CAN, another acronym, but what the ACS CAN does is advocate for cancer patients with our state and federal government. So one of our main goals is to get in front of our legislators and try and influence their decision-making process and represent cancer patients. I've had the privilege of going to Lansing, I'm going to Washington in the fall. What we do as members of ACS CAN is get appointments with our legislators, and we talk to them about the issues that are important to cancer patients. So right now on a state level, what we are advocating for is oral chemotherapy fairness. What that essentially is, and I don't know, is anyone familiar with oral chemotherapy? Had a family member maybe, or had it yourself? It's not reimbursed at the same rate or equitable rate as traditional chemotherapy is. So what we are trying to do is work with our state legislators, who will then in turn compel and legislate and influence the insurance companies to reimburse at the same level as traditional chemotherapy. we don't need to go into the many reasons why oral chemotherapy might be better for a patient, but essentially the insurance companies need to know that it's unfair when a person is charged thousands and thousands of dollars a month to take a pill and be able to go to work and function, as opposed to having to go to the hospital and hook up to chemo and be out of work. And it's just not fair, and it's not right in terms of what an insurance company should be doing for cancer patients. So what the Cancer Action Network has done, we have been able to compel, I think we have 30 of our state legislators now signed on to a bill that is in committee at the state of Michigan level. And what we're going to be doing is working with that committee to compel them to vote on it. And what we are is kind of like the voice for all of you. So for example, if you join the Cancer Action Network, it's $10. And many of you may not feel comfortable going in front of a legislator. I kind of have a big mouth, and I don't take no for an answer oftentimes, and so does my partner Sherry. So we have no problem going in there and saying, look, we're two people, but behind us stand hundreds, if not thousands, of cancer patients that can't be here today, and this is what we want you to do. And one thing that I try and keep in mind is they work for us, so they need to listen to what our voice is. But unfortunately, one person doesn't often have a voice, but many of us do. On a federal level, what we are working for is protecting cancer research funding dollars. I don't know that we will see an increase, but what we've been able to do over the last 3 years via the Cancer Action Network, we're able to go to Washington, we meet with the senators, we meet with the House of Representatives, and we were able to convince them to actually increase cancer funding for the first time in 3 years. So that was a major, major accomplishment, and now what we're working to do is protect that funding level. So what I'm hoping for tonight is I've placed membership forms on your tables. I've got more of them here. And like I said, it's a $10 donation, and you're a member. We ask for your email address, and if you don't want to give it, that's fine. But if you do give your email address, Sherry and I send out action alerts once a month. We let you know what's going on at the state level. Okay, that bill's up in the insurance committee. What are they doing about it? And if you feel comfortable, we'll give you the tools to say, this is how you approach your legislator, either via email, old-fashioned fax, however you want to do it, and contact them and say, you know what, I support this legislation, and I'd appreciate it if you would. So, as I said, it's $10. If you make an increased donation, if you make a $20 donation, I have awesome bullhorn keychains to give away tonight. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about this. I'm here for the rest of the night if you want to learn anything more, and I'll turn it back over to Jenna.
Awesome. One really quick thing. If you are a cancer survivor, we would love just to gather your information. We won't spam you or anything like that, but we'd love to invite you to our event. You get a lot of really awesome perks. There's an amazing dinner at the event we want just for you. So if you're interested in that, Kathy is right here. Wave your hand and you can see her and sign up right there. Last but not least, before we announce the big winner, which is what we're all waiting for, we have one new exciting thing going on in our event this year. So if you've been around yet on the Relay for Life East side, you know we are starting a youth committee this year, which is really awesome. We have our very own, yeah, you can applaud for that. So we have a committee of probably about 20 volunteers that really put on the event, along with the 40 other team captains that we have. But this year there was one young lady who wanted to make a difference in her schools, make a difference in the youth. And so Taryn Nosek, I'm going to invite you up here to chat a little bit about that.
All right, so I have a question. How many of you in this room are under the age of 18? Raise your hand. All right, how many of you have been to a relay before? All right, now how many of you are ready to start helping in the relay? Okay, so this is your opportunity. And this youth group is going to be younger committee. So we're going to be meeting during the team captains meeting every second Tuesday of the month. And we're going to be starting planning fundraisers in schools and in the community. We're going to be planning events for the at Relay during the time. And we are going to start changing the way we think about things, because once you learn about cancer and once you know what happens, you really start to think about what you have and what you're going to change to help other people now. And so I've been doing Relay since I was a baby. I couldn't even walk or talk. So I'm ready to start helping. And if any of you know anyone who is under the age of 18 that wants to help and is able to come next Tuesday, make sure you invite them to come. And we'll start. I'm just going to go. And I don't know how many people are going to come. So we're just going to go as it goes. And we're going to just plan it as we find out what happens, because I've never done this before, and our relay's never done it before, so just be patient, because we don't know what we're doing yet, so we're going to figure it out as we go. Thank you.
I want to say thanks to Kim, to our lead here. And Angie and Cindy for helping to get these pizzas. In 3 weeks, we put this together, you guys. How did you like it? For real. Right? We want to make sure we cover everyone. We want to shout out one more time to these pizza places who donated these pizzas. Thank you. Love it. We want to thank St. Clair Shore Senior Center for providing us this venue today. In third place, okay, in third place is Father and Son's Pizza. Good job, Father and Sons. All right, in second place is Cottage Inn Pizza. You all are going to be able to take your signs home with your pizza slices on there with your placement in tonight's event. So, all right, and in first place, drum roll, please. In first place, not only do you get the pizza slice award that goes on your sign, you also get a plaque. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I know. We do it right here at Relay. That's right. All right. In first place is Licavoli's Pizza. Thank you guys so much to all of you, because they were all delicious. I think we can give a round of applause for every pizza was delicious.